Hello and welcome to Skills, the show where we story met students. I'm your host, J2 Wonder, and this is Skills. And today we are diving deep into true campus experience, the highs, the lows, the I can't do this anymore moments, and the unforgettable moments that make it all worth it. And our guest today is someone that walks through the same grind, survived through the all-nighter, and is counting down to graduation. So if you are just setting out or you're your final lap, sit back, listen close, and let's find out what campus really owes through them. Let's get started. You introduce yourself.
Alright everyone, good afternoon. My name is Taiwo. I'm a student of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, Part 4 FYB.
Nice, and welcome to School Gist.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are going to the question now. So can you describe your part 1 days in 3 words? Just 3 words.
My part 1 days, in 3 words, let me say it was rough,
Okay.
unprepared for,
Okay.
let's say it was kind of surprise.
Okay, that's how we feel surprised of struggle stress. Okay, so if you were to give your part 1 days an advice, what advice would it be like just to survive it? If you had known before, like with your full knowledge and experience, like, what advice would you have given your part 1 self to be more easier?
Okay, to advise myself now. Okay, let me first start with this. I first start know what you want to do, be prepared already, know what you want to do. One of the challenges I faced in my part 1 days was that I didn't know what I put in for. I thought it was just secondary school vibes. I was bringing secondary vibes into university, so it was kind of new to me. So what I was forced to prepare yourself, ultimately prepare. Don't take things for granted, because then I was free as a bed. Freedom was my best friend then. I was free to do anything I want. So one thing I was prepare and do what you want to do, discipline. Discipline is one of these that is taking with everything around these new guys and new things, or they say fresher. So discipline, let me just enjoy myself. I just go to this campus, just take things with levity. Then start reading, start hit the ground running. Whenever you don't feel too familiar with this topic, I did very well in secondary school, because most of the things we have been taught in our part 1 was just a little build on from our secondary school days. So coming to university, we just build a little bit. So you feeling too familiar with that topic, no, I can do it now. I did very well. I was the senior boy. All those past experience, you have to let's go with them. Start the new you in that school.
Oh wow, that was.
I think that's all.
Okay, so for an 100 level, maybe those that are joining JAM now and they want to pick OAU, they want to pick OAU. So what advice will you give to them? Just or any survivor instincts?
Alright, so you are coming to AU. Okay, first know that this school actually is one of the best campus you can ever have in Nigeria as of the moment. Forget all the shenanigans, all the rumors you are hearing. AU is still at the best, despite that. So once I first say that come in for your course, the course you want, that you really want, what you want, come in for it. That's one thing. But one of the issues most students have, that I've noticed, I'm not going to make while we are in part 1, was that they came in for a course that they don't want, see, because they don't want to spend extra year at home, or because they have no choice. So they just came in with any course you give them. So because you have, and one other thing, be ambitious about your course you have. Okay, let's say unfortunately most of us back then, I even still now, I think it's still kind of the thing moving on now. Everybody wants to move into medicine and surgery, but the sacrifice and how do I call it, what you paid for it, that you're supposed to pay for it, most of us can't pay it. On the real sense, when if you are perhaps there, but unfortunately you are not in the course you don't want. So because you are now, find more about it. Okay, this was I am now. Okay, what am I to do? Okay, should I do jump again, focus on more than jump and cross, or just know what you want to do at that moment? Be very decisive, very decisive as your part 1 days, because your part 1 days is at the peak of anything you want to become on this campus.
Okay, that was really nice. And thank you for that. Okay, so what is your most challenging year on campus?
Challenging on campus. I will say my party. My party. I think I was doing less my party. So my party I was doing almost like 4 3 unit courses. Apart from the one outside my department. So it was demanding that I have to go for lectures from 8 to 6 p.m. every day except for Friday. I think except for Fridays. And because I had the borrowed course from other department, I had to go for tutorials on Saturday and Sunday, so it was kind of hard. But now I can just say my party is
the
hardest.
Okay. So at some point on campus, have you felt like giving up? Or like, just let it go, I'm not doing this again. So what will you do?
Giving up. Talking about giving up, that was the time I felt like giving up. That was my part 3 earlier, first semester in my part 3, yes. I was so tired. I had to call my mom and my sister that my GP is bad. There was a lot of challenges and I was down on card. A lot of things was, maybe because of the prayer of part 3 days. A lot was just on me then. But one of what kept me going was, let us start with friends. I had good friends then. Shout out to my friend, a friend of mine, Precious. I had a colleague, I had my spiritual leader too, that he has been my discipler since I got to this campus, Pastor Rejoice. So I don't get that. Most importantly, I received my sister. And that sister, I didn't get Taiwo. She really helped me a lot. Because anytime she, like the first family I could open up to whenever, the first member of family I could open up to whenever anything comes over, she's like, okay, calm down. What happened? Okay, you have this. Okay. What did you did wrong? Okay. So this is what you will do. So I was able to get through was my family, my sister, my friends. I have good friends. I have a spiritual leader. And most importantly, if you are a Christian, pray. Like you can't on this campus, you can't take prayer with limiting hand. Like you are a student, here you are busy. Although Major is spending 4 years of your life here, but this 4 years of your life here in campus says a lot about tomorrow to come. So like build your spiritual life here. So one of the things that I could lean on back then was my prayer life. I could lean on my prayer life, but I could lean on praying. Although I was not so good or so spiritual then, but that was what I was being taught and brought up.
Speaking about friends, how has friends help you through campus, or how has they shaped your personality?
Okay, friends. I think one of the most important and the best decision you can make on this campus is making a good friend. Okay, so first of all, my friend is a Christian, so it's really about we are really close that people think we are brothers. So my friends, one thing about this guy, very related to me, but he's a very smart guy. Although he's a little older than me, but not so much. But one thing I could take from Precious can sit down on his bed and start reading. He doesn't have to be in a particular location or be in a particular environment to read. As long as he has this focus. And I get jealous of him when he say he wants to read. Even his phone can't distract him. Nothing can distract. So one thing I learned from him, focused. So I learned from him to other colleagues to apply into mine. So whenever I see my mind to do things, this my guy, he does these things. And whenever he's teaching you something, the way he do things, you always pick from it. And the time of finances, maybe time when I'm done with finances, come through from me. And when I'm done on food, sometimes it just be like, my guy, I have no food again. Like come over, just come over. Sometimes in clothes because I belong to the church, to my church choir. Sometimes in clothes, there's a lot of things I can't even remember. But my friends, even in my academy, he played a great lot. And most especially talking about being a Christian, we pray together sometimes. So he really helped in that manner too.
Okay. What important lesson have you learned on your stay on campus?
Okay, talking about important lessons, I would say that there has been a lot actually. Okay, but let me first start with this. You don't compare yourself with others.
Okay.
So one thing, you don't compare, although you are both in the same department or in the same course, you are almost working similarly together, doing the same exam, doing the same thing, but don't compare yourself with others. So you have to pick your own space. And although you can pick one or two things from them to apply to yourself, then get the better of yourself, but you don't copy from them. And another thing you need to learn, okay, whatever you are doing now is like the foundation of your tomorrow. Just know that although it might be 4 years, might be 5 year course, but know that that 5 years it shapes you a lot in a way that you can't imagine what you will be in the next future after your service, or if you intend to go for your masters or anything you wish, or even if you don't plan to cross abroad. Another lesson I also learned that I learned to seize opportunities. The opportunities that come, like be proactive to opportunities. The opportunities that will come, the opportunities, there are a lot of opportunities here on this campus that you need to be very proactive to grab it. So you know when to go for it. Opportunity like the scholarship, those scholarship you might never know about it. I think it was until my part 2 days, part 2 or part 3 day, then that was when I got to know OAU gave scholarship to best graduating students, and like to students that are doing best in their parts, right? For like they invite them over for one or two things. So you get the lecturer and some other guys in the department to know this guy is the best. So where you do invite them to engage them in one or two things. So like you grab opportunities. Then another thing like learn. Nothing you learn now is a waste.
Okay.
And I think there is this thing that knowledge never ends. Sorry, learn never ends.
Sorry.
Pardon. So learn never ends. So keep on learning. Everything you learn now is going to be useful for you in the future. Just trust me on that. Anything you learn, no matter how small. Another thing I learned is skill. Now we are in a world where things is moving technologically. Things are moving very fast, like very fast at the speed of light. So you don't want yourself to be irrelevant in this. Apart from the course you are reading, you also want to, how do I call it, make use of your breaks, of your holidays to learn one or two skills that you can learn. You pick a particular tech skill, particular skill out of your education purpose that you can be useful, and what that you like, then bank on it, work on it. Then you find that in the next future you just find yourself doing well.
Share one unforgettable moment or happy moment on campus.
One unforgettable moment. Okay. Let me think. Okay. There are a lot. So let me just. Okay. Okay. On this campus, Abby.
Yes.
On this campus. Let me think. Okay, the day you won our HOD scope, by the department they won our HOD scope. And then it was so silly because we were not that prepared, but we still won.
Oh, that was really nice. Okay, what achievement or experience has made you proud as a student?
Okay. Okay, let me start from my days of little winnings. Okay, from my courses. So although my personal results were a little bit bad, because of the change, the preparation and coming to a new system, and got into the new system from online class. Imagine going for secondary school that you only see your tutors every day, and they're not introducing new courses to you online, having a bulk of material, listening to your lecturers through voiceover and videos. So that really affected my results. So I think it was until my part 2 that I started picking up myself. So those little winnings of C, B, A I was getting then was really a lot for me. Then also the days of when I started how do I call it, any through my graphic design on this campus. I and do one through graphic design on this campus. So to the days of church days too, sometimes you just as a church instrumentalist, sometimes you just play some things, some guys you just say you just be like wow, 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 wow. So I think all those things like those things that encourage me on this campus.
Okay. Okay, if you have power to turn back time, will you still pick away?
Ah, to turn back time, I will say yes.
You still pick away. Why?
Yes. Okay, so if I would turn back time with this current knowledge that I have now, I will still pick away because if I were to apply this knowledge that I have that I've acquired over the 6 years, due to all the strikes and everything, I can do better. Even not even better. I can like call it, give it my all than before.
Wow, that's good. Okay, one word or phrase do you find yourself saying?
One word or phrase.
Yeah.
I do find myself saying
like
most of
always.
this campus. Okay. Let me see. I wish my friend was here. He would have helped me out with that. Okay. I think recently I started saying, "Mommy, see you."
Mommy, come and see
Mommy, see
me.
you. I'm trying. Mommy, see you.
Okay, so moving to the next question, which is not the only question. With graduation around the corner, how does it feel to be wrapping up this chapter?
Wow. Actually, I think I was talking to my friend a few weeks ago, and I was saying that I was having a bittersweet feeling.
Okay.
About the graduation coming on, because those things I've been getting used to, all those church activities, department stress and struggles, all those tests, I'm leaving everything behind. So now coming to light, I'm feeling kind of afraid of what is in store for me.
What is the next chapter?
What is the next chapter? Am I going to my father's house to go and sit down and start thinking, or what am I going to do? Am I seeing it? Like a lot of thoughts just start coming to my head. But what I did was that I just prayed about it and believing and having faith that God will say to everything.
Okay. So with that, how do you imagine life after school, and what are your hopes?
Life after school. So one thing. So let me talk from the point of reality here. Okay. I know it won't be easy because living inside this campus, most of us are living on campus as a how do I call it? A student staying in school stay. It's kind of, I know it's going to be a lot after school. I know. Getting adapt to the ways of the world generally out there, getting used to the way people think, people are. Okay, I was even thinking something. Okay, let's say I got a job after my then I am now working. How do I relate with people? How do I make friends? How do people see me? Hope they won't see me as an introvert. I was just thinking but I'm hoping that things will be better. And so with the knowledge I've acquired and some other things, I've also laid my hands on. I'm hoping that I'm going to do a lot better out there in school, and I'm hoping God will help me.
Okay. I pray God. Okay. If you have to choose now, marriage or work?
Work as a man.
Why?
Okay. Maybe marriage or work. I choose work actually. As a man,
you have to work.
I have to work actually. I'm not only a man. I'm really the only man in my family, so I know there is a lot that is going to be demanded from me in a few years to come. So I need to work, then prepare for the best for my family and friends.
That's great. So, what legacy or impact do you like to leave behind on campus?
Legacy or impact? Okay, talking about legacy and impact. Okay. One thing I would say I like to leave behind is getting things done quickly. So one of the things I like to be on time and getting things done. So if I want to leave that, I like getting things done as soon as I know, like that task. I know this task is to be done. I like getting it done. And that's in like overcoming my fear and being more proactive. be more proactive to do things I want to do. But that one of things I find myself fighting off getting like, let me say I'm more or less an introvert. So coming here, I was now trying to fight it, communicating with friends, fear. Even in my class, I don't talk with people, although I greet everybody, but that relationship building is kind of a little bit hard. And that's kind of affected me a lot. So except I knew you before, I won't relate to yourself for hello, that's all. So that one thing I say that I would like to work on build my relationships.
Okay. Share a quote or advice for the fresh people that are just coming.
Okay, a quote or advice. Okay. So a quote or advice. So one thing I will say is prayer. Okay, maybe it's from the place of me being a Christian. Prayer really helped me a lot, especially when I got to harness His power in my past 3 days. I got hold of the power of prayer a lot in my past 3 days. So what I'm saying, pray like there's no tomorrow. And another thing, read like you have no God. You just read. You have those material, you have those classes, you have those friends. Read like you don't pray, and pray like you have never read.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, and that is a wrap on this episode of School Gist. And a big thank you to our guest for being so honest and inspiring.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, and we have heard the story that reflects the heart of many students. And if you are watching this and wondering how you will survive, don't forget you are not alone. Every experience is a building block of who you are. And don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Whether you're a finalist, a fresher, or anywhere in between, your voice matters too. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded. Thank you.